Hey, this is Buck at my studio. I want to make a quick video. Hopefully, I can keep it under 10 minutes. People have asked me how I use the Nord with Mainstage and what is the best way to do that. Well, okay. So, the setup is actually pretty simple. You just run a USB cable from the back of the Nord into your computer, and it should recognize it, no problem. If you go to Layout and you select a keyboard, it should be boom. It should recognize it. Just set all the parameters up. I won't do a make a Mainstage tutorial out of this, but yeah. The thing I do is on any of my programs, I do not use both VSTs and the Nord at the same time. So a program is either Nord or it is all VSTs in that program. So there is a way to maybe split the keyboard and use a VST and use one of the Nord engines simultaneously with it, but I don't do that. So if somebody's smarter than me on that, feel free to let me know how it's done, as that was just a bridge too far for me. I map all this. Let's see. All of this is just mapped to the nano control so that I can do some cool things with the nano control. And then down here I just have pedals which match my real pedals. So this is just always going to be Leslie slow fast, sustain. I have this mapped to next patch and this mapped to previous patch. This is always going to be volume or organ swell, and this is going to be like a control pedal for wahs or whatever, sometimes filter cutoff or whatever else I might use it for. And those match up to these pedals. When you, in your edit page, what I do is I map my two pedals here to, let's see, when you select them, I have them under Actions, Next Patch, and Actions, Previous Patch. And I do that at the concert level so that throughout the whole rest of the concert, that I don't have to do that for every patch. It's remembered. And then what I have done here is I have stored G11. You can do it at any patch or any location in the Nord. Is what I call external, which is just a reminder that I'm playing an external instrument when I'm here. There is all the engines, all the effects are off, but the Nord is still sending MIDI. So, all right. The only other thing I do different, just so you understand here, is Mainstage is organized into what they call concerts. Then these are called sets. And then these are called programs. But what I really do is this is a show, so this is for a band I'm in called Haymaker, and this is a show that I'm doing with them, and each folder is an individual song. Within each individual song, I have programs that are each scene within the song. And then the only other thing I do different that's not a song is I will have real commonly used programs up here. For example, this has got, on this one, it's really just that I have the 0-point pianos and the organ saved up here because I'm going to use those patches a lot. And if I just save them in one place, it's real easy just to cut and paste them out of the generic patches folder into where I'm going to use them. I mean, that two pianos 012 one is probably used, I don't know, that might be used 30 times in this show. So, all right, now I command everything through here, and I'll just use this as one example, like Rockin' America. This is the Night Ranger song. These programs are all in the Nord, but you'll notice that they're pretty much the same programs over and over again. So the intro, verse, and then chorus. So it's really just 3 different programs. But I put them all in there sequentially, so I just need to go through them one direction through the whole show. So next patch, I'm pushing the pedal right now. You can see that it goes through. Next patch, next patch. I'm going to hit previous patch just to back it up. I usually only hit previous patch when I've screwed up just to recover, but it's a nice thing to have when your hands are busy. I'll do the same thing looking at the Nord, and you'll see that as I hit those, as I hit the pedal, it goes back and forth to those patches sequentially, and now I'm going back through it backwards. Okay, how do I make it do that? Well, if you want to command the Nord, if you want to command the Nord to go to, in this case, it's program G55. First you create a program, then you create a channel strip over here, and the channel strip is an external MIDI channel strip. And then down here in, let's see, we got to highlight the channel strip, and then down here in MIDI output, you are going to deselect send expression, and what's the other one? Yeah, that's the, and then you're going to go send program change. This is the actual program number. Send bank select. I think this is always going to be 0, and this is going to be a different number depending on how far into the banks you are. You're actually going to have to do the math, yourself to figure out which, it's like base 8 math or whatever the hell it is, but it's not impossible. Anyway, 37 MSB and LSB of 0 and 3 will get you to program 55. And if you go to 38, 0 and 3, that's going to be 56. Okay, so just remember that or memorize that within the patch, and every time you go to a new patch, it's going to command that, and that's going to command the Nord to that patch. If you want to use a VST, what I have here is, I told you I had the 0 point here, and that commands the Nord to external, and that will be, for that patch, you'll just be playing whatever the VST is. So here we'll give you a real quick example. Like, let's start with a new song. I'm going to do a demo, just a little demo thing. So we're going to go new set, which is also Option Command S, and a set is created. We're just going to call that enter, and we're going to type the word song, and that's it. Now I'm going to go Option Command, let's see, N, which is new program. And so now we have a new untitled patch. Now in that patch, I'm going to create a new channel strip under the plus sign. Come on, baby. And under that, I'm going to go external MIDI, and we're going to create. Oops, creating a channel strip at the set level. Cancel. Oops, make sure, and that is a common error. You want to make sure the patch is created, not the set. So we're going to create a channel strip. The channel strip is going to be external MIDI. Create. I have a couple things hooked up here, so make sure that this is the instrument you're going to use. So if you only have a Nord, that should come up as Nord, but I have a couple other things connected, and it wants to go to the Polybrew right now. So make sure that's what you're going to use. You can change this to channel 1 or 1 through 16. It really doesn't matter. It depends on how you have your system set up for what it's going to transmit or listen on. But if all you have is the Nord and your VSTs, you can put it on 1 and leave it there and just have everything transmit on 1. Come down here, I get rid of that, and then we're going to get these two things. This is going to be 0, and then to keep it in the banks I'm using, which are up in the G's, I'm going to have to change that to 3. Yeah, 3. Yep, and now, yep, it's commanded it to, there we go. That's G11, and if I click through here, we've now clicked through there up to another program. So make sure that that number commands it to the program you intended, and you should be good to go. The only other thing I'll do here is so you don't have any MIDI loops or anything. You see, you've actually got a Mainstage layer up here, and you want that off of the screen. So I'll go to Layer Editor, and then go High Key, Learn, and hit the bottom key. And now you see that the layer is now almost gone, and I'll just give it one note, and moved it basically off the keyboard. So now I can't accidentally create a MIDI loop into something. It's really almost never a problem here, but if you get into more complicated systems, like with my, I used to do this with a Kurzweil Forte, and it freaking hated that. It would get into MIDI loops like you couldn't believe. But the Nord, and one of the reasons I play Nord is it's so easy to do. Everything I'm explaining to you here is so much simpler on the Nord than almost anything else I've used. Okay, so now, basically you have this program. You can name it whatever you want. Boom, enter, piano, is that what it is? Yeah, piano, enter, and now it's saved. And every time, let's see, so if I go here to a different program, let's go Feels Like the First Time intro. Whoops, did it do it? It did not do it. Why did it not do it? Let's pick a different song. There we go. There we go. So I hit a different song. It went to that one. And if I come back to this one, it goes to Bright Grands. So there you go. Now, if you want to do a VST in the next program, let's create another program. So it's going to be, again, what is that? Option Command N. Boom. And that creates a new program. We're going to go VST of your choice. I'm just doing this for demo purposes. Now, to save myself time and having to do this over and over again, I have the 0 point here. I'll just call it up. I'll go over to the, God, I'm losing sight of my cursor. There we go. And I will go over to the channel strip that I've already created to do this. I will go Command C to copy it. Then I'll go over to VST. Then I'll go over here and I will Command V to insert. Okay, that creates the channel strip that sends the Nord to the external program that I saved where everything is off. So you know that whatever I put here now is just a software instrument. So I'm going to create another channel strip, and this one is going to be a software instrument. Create. And then we're going to go here to the instrument, and I don't know, what do you want? Let's try the Jupiter, Arturia Jupiter. Hey, look at this. And now, I'm playing the Arturia Jupiter 8V on here, and there you go. And then you can create other channel strips with other splits, and I'll show you, like I have some of these in here, like this Rosanna solo. Oh my God. Just the solo is... and then there's a program change for the... Another program... Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed. Another program. So I can't do the pitch bends because I'm holding my phone. So that's all done while I'm playing, and it's all done with, all the programs changes are done by foot, and you can kind of see how many splits were in there just looking at the screen. And this program is, in fact, the king of splits right here. A little name drop in here. Dennis Atlas, who currently plays keyboards for Toto, stole these programs for me before he was in Toto. So this was originally what he was using to play this song for a bit, but Dennis has modified it quite a bit beyond what I currently have. So anyway. Very fortunate to have played with that kid, and a lot of what I learned about Mainstage, I actually learned from working with him. So this is very similar to the way he runs his Mainstage setup, except he only uses controllers. He doesn't use any hardware instruments. Yeah, and you can see just Rosanna alone how many patch changes are in here in this song. It's pretty crazy. Some of them, if you see one that doesn't have any layers on it, that's because it is, like that one there, is just a piano. as a Nord piano. Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to think what else I could be showing you. That probably does it. Real quick, why do I use them both together? Okay, pianos in Mainstage I've never been happy with. They just don't seem to have the depth and realism that I like that the Nord gives you, or that connection. And they're real resource hogs. So you can't have like Keyscape's the best one I've found, and it's a huge resource hog. So if you got 5 instances of Keyscape running at the same time, it will slow your computer down. So being able to do the pianos on the Nord is really nice. 2, the organs on the Nord are so great, and being able to use the drawbars. Grew up, with a Hammond in the home, so I am not afraid of organs or drawbars or dialing in my organs on the fly. So I just like using most of the organs here. Although VST organs are pretty good. I will tell you there is a little problem here with, let's see, like if you go to an organ on, like this program here commands the Nord to my organ patch. One problem you can run into is if I hit fast and slow here, it works, but you have to block this pedal's MIDI. You can see what the MIDI signal is there, 108. You have to block it in this program, or let's see, yeah, there you go. Highlight that pedal and then make sure you have it blocked. The problem is you set up a MIDI loop, and if you don't have that blocked, what happens is this will only switch from fast to off. It won't go fast, slow. So that is one weird issue I've had with the Nord here. But I just remember to block the 108 when you're using Nord organs, and you'll be fine. Let's see, what's another reason I do it? Obviously, anything that requires more splits than Nord can handle, or more synths than Nord can handle. The Rosanna song, for example, has way too many splits, way too much going on for the Nord to handle. Sometimes I like the horns in a VST better than, I don't think the Nord does really good with horn sections and stuff like that. And then I love the Nord synth sounds, but they're really modern and really cutting. And sometimes for those like more vintagey kind of sounds, I just really like what you can get out of VSTs, and especially some of the Arturia stuff. Some of the Arturia instruments like the CS80 here, or the CS80, or the what was the other one in the song? It was a Jupiter 8. These are way more vintage, realistically vintage sounding instruments than what the Nord gives. Although the Nord synth just cuts right through in a live situation. It's pretty good for that. What else? I think that's really just it. If you got any questions, if this squared anything away, let me know. If you do anything different, or you have cracked the code on how to use the VSTs and the Nords at the same time, leave a comment or drop a message and help everybody out. Thanks.